Boom. All right, now it's switched over to the correct one. Let's see if that works better. It's literally just twitch.band. Isn't every alt platform just a thing.band? Like Rumble is just YouTube banned and Kick is just Twitch banned. But here's the deal. If they can get to being anything more than just a banned version, like they can get enough creators that are actually making content that people want to see, I think they can do it. I think they can pull it off. I think that's something that could be interesting at the end of the day. So I'm here to sort of see through it. Kick, is that Fuentes Network? No, Kick is or you're thinking of Laffy? What is Fuentes Network? I don't remember. No, Kick is the Trainwrecks network. Kick is the Twitch that allows gambling and like more explicit hot tub streams, I think. Can't farm outrage without the Twitter mob. Yep. Detective Pikachu was asked though. I think you may be missing what I was actually talking about. You came here for Dan Mechie rep. Okay. Dan Mechie is better than MHA. Handyman 7 out of 10. Strongest, you're just wrong. All right, cool. Now I can squeak back over there. Endo chilling at 14. Cool. Still could stand to be higher though. Endo is I'm enjoying it, but I can see how it's getting very like, let's just paint by the numbers. Let's just sort of like move through what we think we're gonna like. I don't feel like it's taking any real chances with the formula. It's like, hey, we got this weird formula. Let's just stick with it. And our only like weird card is the like the guy that's in the real world who thinks that she's like a princess. That's our only like last hope for some sort of weird mystery box that comes out of nowhere. So we'll see about that. Dan Machi was always worse than MHA. What the hell? Shut up, Flawed Man. I was just on the wrong stream. I forgot to switch it on my back end here, but now my back end's in the right place, so we'll be okay. Cozy, yes, Cozy TV. That's the Fuentes one where you need like a direct invite from the Ubermensch himself to get into it. Never heard of Kick? You have heard of Kick? Yes, it is confusing. I know. I had to like Google Kick streaming, but they actually have Kick, KICK.com. So we'll have that going. Wild Dark Magician has appeared. Yes, Magician of D, actually. So it is Magician of Dark, but could also be the Magician of the D. So we'll figure out what ends up there. We don't get dual wielding heroes. It's always some gay two-handed sword nonsense. Wait, we don't get dual wielding heroes? It's always some gay two-handed sword. Oh, like they have to. Okay, my brain was like 2 hands and sword. That's dual. Oh, you got 2 hands on the same sword. Gotcha. No, that's different. Nice. I got. I can't make. What? Wasn't Rumble supposed to open up moderation? You take that back. Michael, you should go to Kick. You should go to the Kick link. You can be the mod on Kick. That'll be your domain, all right? I can't like make Serranos I can mute you or I can manage you by muting you. I can't have mods on Rumble yet, so we'll see. Kick us for Zoomers and watch Trainwrecks and Aiden Ross. Yes, and I will be the solo anime guy. See, I saw that solo leveling anime, and I was like, man, if I'm the only one in the sector, that makes me the top of the sector. So I just need Kick to add anime to their just chatting categories, because they got subcategories on their normal categories. That way I can be top of the sector, just sitting here talking about anime all day. And that'll really shoot me to the top. But for right now, I'm just... chatting over here with True Gamer 455, telling me Joe Biden's bad because Joe Biden sniffs kids. But at the end of the day, who hasn't? You ever seen a grandfather That like gets handed like their grandbaby, and they take the grandbaby and they're like, "Oh, grandbaby, fountain of youth," and you're like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" And then you got like your uncle who's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And you're like, "Hey, I got a cat," and they like grab the cat and like sniff the cat. Like old men just sniff things. It's really weird. I don't know if like that's just something that happens because I'm not that old yet. But yeah, it's a weird thing that happens. What's up, Hoopa? How are you doing? Every day we at the world and we're watching a train wreck. I do like train wrecks is a funny dude. Restream doesn't work on Rumble. It does work on Rumble. I'm actively sending my stream to Rumble. I know it's live over there. The issue is the chat features don't work on Rumble. So where you guys can all talk with Twitch. So if someone comments on Twitch or like says something on Twitch, it pulls that chat over so that YouTube and Twitch chat can talk to each other. But that feature doesn't work for Kick or Rumble yet. So hopefully it works pretty soon here. Kind of grandpas you hanging out with? I don't know, Baptist ones? You need to change the tweet now? Maybe. No, I don't think so. If you retweeted my old tweet, should be good. PNW people are weird. I don't know. Blaine's going on a Biden-like rant. What? At least my rants are coherent. You can stick to them. Alex, do old guys just like to Oh my goodness. You thought you said it was Wagyu Wednesday? No, Waifu Wednesday. But it's also a semi-misnomer because we're just looking at like top 10 lists of anime to see kind of where things rate. Like Trigun really falling off right now, which is interesting to me because it's in like a very new area for the series. Michael, are you a mod on Twitch? I can make you a mod on Twitch too. Also, let's talk about Revenger for a second. All right, Bunger. You're under the impression that Sugar Apple and Angel Next Door were doing a lot better than that. This one is the ANN list. However, when we switch over to the Annie trends, Angel Next Door always number one. When we look at the Annie corner, Angel Next Door, always on top. Angel Next Door is always on top in those. Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, I feel like it started out interesting and then just a lot of people fell off, so they haven't really been following it. Yes, so Revengers. It's exactly what I had said occurs. So that guitar pick, as you called it, Bunger. All right, spoilers. We got big ass spoilers. Big, swathy, sweaty spoilers coming in, pulling up the spoiler Gundam. All right. So exactly like I said, in the end of Revenger, or sorry, in the beginning of Revenger, that little lacquered hairpin was a piece that I'm going to call him father-in-law. That'll just be what I refer to him at. This is the dude that gets killed in the beginning and bites the gold that starts the whole thing with our samurai guy. So I'm going to call it father-in-law, samurai, and samurai wife or daughter. I'll say one of those two. The lacquered piece was made by our lacquer artisan Revenger friend. And when the father-in-law picks it up, he just hangs out and is talking with him for a while because he knows he's going to die. And then he tells the guy with the cool tattoos, while alive, while picking up the thing, I'm going to get assassinated. I'm going to bite gold because I've heard about these Revengers. And I hope that they don't go after my assassin, but they go after whoever's bringing the opium into the town. So he leaves, gets killed, bites down on his gold, and then our tattoo guy comes along because he was told, like, yeah, I'm going to die. So I'm probably going to bite on this gold. He picks up the gold. He picks up the hairpin. He then takes the... I can see the Latino slant. Abraham Enriquez from Bienvenido, U.S. An American Cholo like the Tequila Gundam. Everybody likes Tequila Gundam. I don't care who you are. I don't care what shade your skin is. If you don't like Margarita Mondays and fajitas and nachos and I don't know what's wrong with you. You're insane. You're insane. We can always learn more by holding hands with our Mexicano friends. Anyway, so he goes, he picks up the gold, and he picks up the hairpin. And then he goes to the daughter, or the samurai's fiance. And he gives her the little thing, and she starts asking him questions. And realizes, because he tells him that our samurai friend is the name, but he just says the name of the samurai friend. He says samurai friend name is the person who killed him, because he knows, right? And then she goes insane and then like bites a gold and says, kill samurai guy, and gives him the gold. So that's where you and I were both kind of wrong, that he didn't, like, we both knew that he interacted with her, but I feel like you suspected that he had like forced her to like commit seppuku. My pronunciation of fajita makes me think he's a mayo drinker. What? Why? How do I say fajita? Should I say fajita? I can say fajita instead. Does that help? Damn, this show is stupid. I don't understand what's stupid about it. It does, like, I don't understand the stupidness. But yeah, so we both knew that like the hairpin thing was made by the guy. We both knew that the guy would have had to talk to her at some point in order to get it done. And I assumed that he had just told her that he was going to go on this like revenge quest to get some information. What I didn't know was this whole like she's going to bite gold in order to try to kill Samurai Buddy. And so the suicide, the seppuku, is not really induced by them because she wants revenge, but she also knows that she has like nothing left. So in that day and age in Japan, you're a lady with no guys around you. Good luck. You're out on a limb. Seppuku is probably better at that point. It's stupid because that twist has no place in this show. It's absurd. Wait, how is that? How does it have no place? It's not even really a twist, really. The only twisty part of the whole twist is that now there's a piece of gold that says you should kill Samurai Boy. That's the only like twist. But I don't know that that's really a twist because like we've been seeing gold pop up here and there. And it's more just like, oh, you've had the gold for a while, but you haven't acted on it. Is that like part of your code, you know, or not? Are you going to eventually kill Samurai Guy? So it's almost more like a spoiler than a twist, I would say. It has no place because the California says so, and they're never wrong. We should just follow California's lead. Straight into the sea, straight into the ocean. Fly on in, everybody. All right. Is that in the manga? Does Revenger have a manga? I forget. Hold on, let's look. Revenger... Every time I look over at the other screen, I just see the Rumble chat, and all the Rumble chat says, Michael can suck my nuts. Oh, man. Here's the twist. We hired to kill you months ago and didn't do it for some reason, but we are often strapped for cash. That's not really a twist, though. And are they strapped for cash? I mean, the one guy goes gambling all the time and complains about how he doesn't have money because he's a gambler, because he's a degenerate gambler. He doesn't have any money. Everybody else seems perfectly fine. Even excited about how much money they get. Ooh, Gen Urabuchi does this one. I didn't realize that. That explains a lot. There is a manga. The manga is ongoing, by the way. It's not a twist, it's just stupid. Obviously, we had enough information to come to the idea of what happened, of sort of the interactions that we didn't see. The only one that we didn't predict was the fact that the fiance would be so angry that she would bite Gold in order to instigate a revenge against her husband who killed her dad. But it makes sense. Like, you know, in ancient society, it wasn't exactly a like, oh, I love this man more than my family, I'll leave them to go with him. It was usually like, I just have to. And so being mad enough at them, like, that makes sense. I don't see that it really does much beyond what we've been doing. So if you don't like the current show, if you're bored by the current show, potentially, but I don't know that this little like reveal drastically alters anything more than giving us this extra little shadow of like at some point they could kill him and exact the revenge. Trust me, we can't have the U.S. follow the same fate as California. Oh, man. That would be horrible. You want Tattoo Guy and Pirate Doc to be the bad guy, not his girlfriend who died episode 1? She's not bad. Why is she bad? She's not bad. Think about this. All she knows is that her dad, who she loves and grew up with, was murdered by this guy who was supposedly going to be her fiance. She's not bad. She's just mad. She's mad, and she bites the Gold because she wants revenge on the guy who killed her dad. She's not a bad guy. Also, why does Tattoo Guy and Pirate Doc have to be bad guys? Why can't the not everything has to be this like deep twisting, the guy that looks good is bad kind of a thing. Sometimes good guys are just good guys and bad guys are just bad guys, and our good guys just happen to be morally gray Revenger boys. That's all. I like True Gamer 455 over in Kick. He's just like, this thing, good or bad. Black Lives Matter, good or bad. Sentiment, good, but organization around a singular cause that isolates a singular group, usually bad. Bad antagonists, same thing. Dad girlfriends are definitely bad. They haunt you and shit. Because you want them to be bad? I guess. I don't know why you want them to be bad. From the beginning, my assumption has always been that we're going to have the Revengers turn against the church that's doling out the cash. Because it seems kind of shady to me that there's just this one priest and this one nun that are handing out rewards to Revengers who kill people that have bitten on Gold. It's always been the morally gray people they're hiring eventually turn on them, like a dog that kills, like a dog that's been bred for fighting that eventually kills and eats its owner, like that kind of thing. That's sort of what I've been waiting for. LGBTQ, good or bad? Too many letters. None of those letters have the same thing in common. So they shouldn't join into a singular coalition. It's a bad idea. Michael, you understand when/if you get a girlfriend. Serrano's back in the YouTube chat. Welcome. You can literally kill a person if it hits them when it falls from a certain height. Oh, the books. Yes, drop the books. Sounds like a skill issue fan site, so it can go coconut, but still people eating them. Yeah, but like, would you ever want to run into a Samoan with a coconut? To be fair though, you wouldn't want to go against a Samoan anyway. Take off your clothes, shirt. Wait, what got censored? I just see 3 asterisks. I didn't know Kick censored any words. That's hilarious. Where's our channel shipper? Yeah, we need a good Fujoshi in chat. You meant shirt? No, I'll leave it on. It's a white shirt and I'm white. I look the same with or without it. Because of those two things you told you about, it was very clear to me that those two have done shady shit. You want Revenger to turn on them. See, you say that the... so here's the problem with what you think, is you believe 100% the terminology of a dying, drug-addicted cave dweller that said, "You ruined the supply," or whatever he says. That line from a dirty, drug-addicted, brain-rotted, practically skeleton is accusing the doc of being the one to put them in that position in the caves. That is how you have chosen to interpret this entire show, is that this drug-addicted opiate addict in the caves is the one that is going to actually pull things off. Cave dweller. She was Asian playing. Call her what she is. No. Oh no. True Gamer's about to... he's gonna come. Who needs Fujoshi when we have Nico? That is true. That is true. How would you feel about a shared universe that takes place in Latin America? Wait, a shared universe of what? A shared universe of Revenger that takes place in Latin America? I think we kind of have that, right? Like El Mariachi. It's part of it. I believe it. Another show with the church being bad. Yeah, the Japanese don't have a very friendly disposition towards the Jesuits nearly at all. So, kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Yes, Brandon, it's Spoiler Gundam for Revenger, the latest episode. You know there are people that have houses in San Francisco, but that's no excuse. Endo period, the church was very bad. Maybe I was wrong. Wait. Edo period, the church was very bad. No, not bad, but the Jesuits are sort of a militaristic missionary, you could call them. They are kind of a crusader of sorts, like a convert or die to the Japanese. And so when they came originally, and then they get sort of banned, and then in the Edo period, they have this one island that they can contact the Japanese through, and it's just not good. A very contentious relationship. If you want to convert a group of people, I would avoid Jesuits. They're Jewish? No, they're Catholic, if anything. Globalists, Mike. They're called globalists. You gotta get it right at the end of the day. Japanese need a little Jesus, otherwise it gets the nuke again. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get back to this. Why does it always reset that? Why can't I open and close my shared window without it popping in and out like that? Didn't they have a mission in Hiroshima though? The Jesuits? The Jesuit priests who survived Hiroshima. Yeah, but we're talking 1945 at that point. I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Commodore Perry. He kind of opened up Japan to global trade in a way that they hadn't been for 400 years. So any Jesuits that survived the bombing of Hiroshima in 45 would have had plenty of time between what? 1892? Is that when it was? I don't remember, actually. I don't remember. When did Commodore Perry go to Japan? Commodore Perry, Japan landing. 18... Oh, now I gotta scroll through it. Opening of Key West, father of the Navy, Mexican-American War, Perry, opening of Japan, 1852 to 1854. Okay, yeah, so that was plenty of time before 1945 that we had Japan cracked open like a tuna can. Jesuits, Jewish, they sound familiar. They got J's and S noises somewhere in them and a bit of a J to it. So sure, we can do that. We can go with that. Funny she doesn't look Jewish. You find more women outside than on Twitch. Yeah, by the numbers. Of course, by the that would be a much easier way to find women. How would you I guess it's easier because you can just click on a woman and be like, oh, there's a woman, I can click on them. Rather than in public, you got to go up and talk to them. So if you're a freak, maybe it's easier to find them on Twitch. But yeah, there's definitely more outside for sure. With big guns, yes, and ships that were on fire but not burning. That was my favorite description of what Commodore Perry looked like, because we were using coal powered boats, so they had chimney stacks on them. And the Japanese thought they were on fire, but the boats weren't burning. So part of what they did. 1854. Good memory, Gem. Good memory. Open up or we'll blow your up and come in anyways. Yeah, the exact terms were open up, I'll be back in a week. And they tried to build an island. They built Odaiba, which is now a really good shopping area, in order to actually try to put cannons out into the bay so they could actually fight back, but they didn't finish it in time. Perry just came in and knocked down the door, and they were like, well, welcome. Why is the Angel Next Door getting pumped so much? It's not bad, but beyond some cute moments, you don't see anything good, hype enough to get this much attention. All right. Time for your anime red pill, Magician of D. The truth is that the kind of person that watches anime and votes in an online poll in order to indicate what is their favorite anime of any going season is the kind of person that often desires the touch of a woman and is willing to overlook any not great parts or other things that may be good in an effort to try to say, you know what, at the end of the day, that's what I want. This is the most self-insert I've ever seen. A girl who comes over, cleans and cooks. I don't even need her to touch me. She can think I'm hideous, but at the end of the day, she's going to take care of all my stuff. That's amazing. I can't wait. And so because of that, because of the demographic that you're discussing that watches anime and votes in online polls, you're going to get a high number of people scratching themselves as they vote for Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten, hoping that someday an angel next door to them will spoil them rotten too. He hasn't opened the just chatting tab. Out. Yeah. Head over to Kick if you want to see some more ladies without having to click yes, I'm 18. That place is crazy. A lot of lonely weebs, magician. Exactly. Weeb lights. Not memory, just a better Jamie than you. Dang. All right, Jem, you're Jamie. You're Jemmy. Jemmy, pull that up, Jemmy. You just walked into that one. You're one of them, but at least light than the light weebs. Got it. Magician of D, it's 5 out of 10 at best. Oh, it's mid. Yeah, it's real mid. You mean weeb pill, since I calling it the weeb pillar? The weeb pill? We can call it a weeb pill. Weeb pill's harder to market, though, if I'm like, oh, this is the weeb pill. Because, like, the whole point of the red pill, you know, you're going to the Matrix, and it's like, oh, this will show you This will pull back the curtain, let you see behind the goings on. So it's like, hey, you've gotten weeb pilled. We're talking anime, but now you need the red pill so you can see behind it the actual degeneracy of the anime community. And at the end of the day, Blaine insulting a whole group of people just because I botted the polls. Do it. Do it again. Do it every season. Every season. Make the weirdest thing. We know Michael wasn't botting the polls, because if Michael was botting the polls, Inukai-san's dog would be #1. We would all be sitting here going, there's no way that this show gets better. There's no way. No way. How, like, that would be the real joke. That would be great. Angel Concern close. It's more a 310. Also, the show had a severe ratio of anime head patting. Lots of that. Shikimori-san was in a similar position and ended up getting a fair amount of hate because of it, which doesn't really exist for Angel Next Door, because Shikimori played into the dumb card more, whereas like you said, Angel Next Door isn't offensive. It just is, right? Whereas so many parts of Shikimori were just straight offensive. So we'll see. 310 to Yuma. I like that show or movie. Shikimori's hated because it was good. Shut up, Michael. Jamie, pull up that video of the mongoose fighting a cobra. If you told me a rip guy came over and cleaned up for me for free. True. I'm sure you would. Weed Pill sounds kind of gay, like when Gary calls his fans the Fellowship. When you said Gary, I initially thought Gary V, and I was like, the hell would he call people a Fellowship for? But you're talking Nerdrotics Gary. That makes sense. Still silly, but it makes sense. Furry show next season is probably going to be top 10 in polls. Ooh, you think? Oh, we should that's what we should do. Let's scroll through this. Tomo-chan is a girl. Spoiler, got him! Latest episode of Tomo-chan is a girl. Why is there another episode? I feel like what I just saw would have been what everybody wanted a final episode to be if this was 2004. If this was 2 decades ago, everyone would have been like, we got a conclusive ending, everybody! Yeah! But there's like another episode, and we're like not even close to the end as far as I understand it. Manga readers, tell me, is this the end of Tomo, or how much Tomo more is there? Because it's like, where do you go from confession? Confession's what we always wanted. You think Furry Show could be totally solid? You get one more Lamau. But is that like the end of the manga? Is the manga over? Did this actually do an entire manga in a 13 episode? Original run, 8 volumes. Wow, it really is. That's crazy. I don't know why. When this show started, it felt like something that would want 3 seasons before they even like say anything close to I love you. It did an entire manga, which is a 4-koma. Nice. It did 60 chapters in an episode. Okay, so Tomo-chan speedrun. I'm for it. I like this setup. I am a huge fan of a show that starts, has a good story, and has an ending. That's a step above in the anime world, which is sad. It's very sad that that's a step above when it comes to anime. Maybe the last episode would be a time skip. You have no idea, hadn't watched it. Oh man, they time skip and they got a little Tomo Chan Jr. What would be Tomo Chan Kun? June Jr. That would be adorable. Last episode will be fun too. Good. 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 Buddy Daddies. I'm still for it. Not a huge fan at the end of the day. I think it's doing some goofy things. I will be interested to see how the Harry and the Hendersons ending works out for them. We'll find out. I don't know if it's going to be exactly what they want. You think you know it's coming and it's going to be all right. SJ is really behind their announcements. Little Tomo Jr. gonna cry. Last episode, she'll say she's trans. All right, June, bend over. Near, why is Near back? How is it back? And they're like, oh yeah, we can be back and we can get into polls again. And then you're disappearing once again. They're like, hello, and I'm up and I'm gone. Bye. It's like, what are you doing? Be here or don't be here. Dan Matchy. This is the first time that Dan Matchy's been over here in the Annie Trends list, I think. I don't think Dan Matchy's been pulling that off. Ice Guy. Big fan. Big fan of Ice Guy. Very, very happy with that story, how it is currently wrapped. June the Baldo is for me. Tomo-chan. What's going on, Kitty Bear? How you doing? How Onimai still here? Why Onimai down 4, still in top 10? What is wrong with you people? Why? Why? Oh my gosh. There better be a million 13-year-olds that are voting this poll. Otherwise, y'all need help. Where's my y'all need Jesus button? Where is that at? Where's my y'all need Jesus button? I'm gonna turn my gain down a little bit. That's insane. Ice Guy dies in that last episode. Yes, but a cold winter wind comes in and initially hits that puddle of water that was an Iceman and turns him back into an actual Iceman again because it's a magical Christmas wind. Spoilers for the ending of Frosty the Snowman in case anybody hasn't seen that one. But he lives on in our hearts until the next season. True. Then the Christmas wind blows in. You do bought this pill, though. It's so awful. It's 20 to 60 years. Yeah, that's what you get. You get 20 to 60 years if you vote on Onimai being anywhere close to the top 10. Question, why is always the guy in anime turning it to a woman and not the other way around? Interesting take. Is it always? My guess. Here's my guess. My guess would be that most anime and most manga written by men who, specifically manga and light novels that are written by dudes who have a what if I was a chick brain thought. Meanwhile, most women that write manga are like, what if this was a good romance? What if this was a fun action? What, they have a little bit different of a thought process where there's like guys who are like, what if I had boobs? And you get that sort of thought process. And so they'll put it together from just their own little like perverted thought game. And there's not too much any deeper than that. Because if they draw a chick as a dude, Like how many chick to dude transformation shows are there? Hmm. I like are there any? There's got to be some. Got to be some. Let's see what chat says. If a 13-year-old voted that for that show, they deserve a chancla across the head. Don't watch this. Whoosh. Teens don't vote in polls. Teens vote dude. 95% of dudes aren't into dudes. That's why teens vote just stupidly. Fetish. That's what I'm saying. Teens totally vote because they think their opinions matter. Those fools. They do. Kitty Bear. How many girl is the prince at the all-girl shows do we have? Literally lots more than just Tomo-chan. But they're not physically becoming a dude. Like magically or scientifically or reincarnatedly, right? Like this season alone, I think we have what, 3 shows where dude becomes a chick. You've got Onimai, you've got Reborn Hero, and you've got Ayakashi Triangle, right? One season alone, you got 3 dudes magically becoming female. Do we see it the other way around? The Night Tourney show from '08 had a woman turning into... Okay, Night Tourney. Got it. Character like that in Nura, potentially, ended up being a Yuri too. Fuda on girl is 75% gay. Do you say the same thing about strap-on lesbians? Wouldn't that be like 100% gay at the end of the day? Because, like, if you got a Fuda and a chick, Fuda's a chick, another one's a chick, they got to be gay or lesbian or whatever you want to call it. Be weird if they weren't. You don't know of any and you watch a ton of anime. Yeah, I'm like trying to think about one where like it's a prominent character. Probably one, unless you count hentai. You can only think of Fate in the Night Isekai with Woman to Man. You watch more Kitty. Then watch more Kitty Bear. Watch more. Jemmy, pull that up. Pull up what he needs to watch. Sorcerer, Stabber, Orphan. Heavy ratio on dudes being girls. Yeah, either way, even if we come up with one. Masamune Kun's Revenge. Hold on. That's not what I remember about that show. Fuda plus girl equals 25% gay. How? Isn't a Fuda is a female? A girl's a female. They're lesbians. It's 100% gay. Now, if you're talking about the viewer, it's a different story. Hold on. So do you. So do I, and I watched 273 anime, Kitty Bear. Kitty Bear probably watches 273 anime in a month. Like, it's kind of insane, his intake, to be 100% with everyone in chat. No, because she's half girl, so she is half girl plus full girl, which is 75% gay. She's not half girl. How would she be half girl? She's all girl with a penis. She has a vagina too. Like, you can't call a hermaphrodite half. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell that Michael hasn't seen much hentai. You can tell, really, at the end of the day. Fuda is half girl. That's 25% gay. Straight is 50% gay because half of it is you watching a dude. No. Give me the titles of the female. Masamune-kun as a girl pretend to be a guy for at least 2 arcs, I think. Pretend to be a guy and magically transform into a guy. Different. Very different. To Love Ru did it a few times because the Queen's device is so wacky. Is that what I'm trying to think of? Wasn't there another one too Not Girls Bravo, but like there's another weird harem show from like late 2000s that also had some kind of guy turning into a chick. But I'm trying to think of any chicks that magically turn into dudes. You're behind on the math, Blaine. Blaine can't do math. What are you talking about? Like, honestly, I I just question your food of knowledge. I feel like you guys don't have any food to stand on, if you know what I mean. Blaine can't do math. I do a lot more math than you can, bitch. Look at that. Look at me. Is that how I do it? Michael, suck my nuts. Every time I look over, I just see that. She has a magic sausage with no biscuits. Exactly. Exactly. It's like a strap-on, but magical. It's a magical strap-on. But can apparently spray things. Bible Black. Immorality. That was the food introduction for me. Michael and Serrano's math skills. Well, let's see this. What are you? Jeez, this person's yelling. Hold on.
Say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me.
What? What is it? What did you send me, Jeff?
And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix.
Oh, Kurt Angle.
Your chances of winning drastically go down. See,
Kurt Angle put you in that angle lock. You're not getting out of that. He's a 5-time gold medal champion.
the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and two-thirds chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33.
Samoa Joe, no!
And a third chance, minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 and two-thirds percent, I got 141 and two-thirds chance of winning at Sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
You like wrestling, but you don't know this? No, I was only watching SmackDown from 2000 to 2008, maybe 2009. But I was a SmackDown only household because we didn't have cable, so I couldn't really watch any of the other. Couldn't watch Raw or any of the rest of it. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Fuda are half of each, with makes them 50% gay. Watch a Fuda hentai and come back to me as to whether or not they're half of each. Okay? Do it. That was so bad it doesn't count as a pun. Yes, it does. It does count. It has to. Fuda's 100% gay? What? Because it's two chicks. Exactly. That was my math, wasn't it? Kitty Bear's on my side. And when it comes to Fuda, my favorite hen is called Dolce Report. You plan to watch Bible Black? You have not dived into hentai yet. Too many classics I'm enjoying at the moment. Take your time. Take your time. The hentai world has a few good stories, but not a ton. Not a ton. Person face palming. I got you. I got you. The Blue Girl is better in IMO than Bible Black. Probably. I think Bible Black is just hilarious with the dub. Do it, pussy. Watch the Fuda. You won't, Michael. There's a lot of grape in that. That is true. That is true. You'll have to look up. It's La Blue Girl. Not just blue girl. Yeah, LA blue girl. La blue girl. Even if Fuda makes a man, it's 100% gay. I still don't say that's how it works. I disagree. Even more grape than grape man? The one that ties you to a radiator and grapes you? Ugh. You know, it's hard. It's hard when he comes to grape you in the mouth to say that there is more grape in hentai, but there is. There is. The existence of the hypnosis category as a category proves that. You think La Blue Girl was the first you ever downloaded ages ago? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes some sense. Awesome. Well, we are coming up on the 8 o'clock hour. Ooh, phrasing. It wasn't too annoying to set up Kick. Kick should be one I can kind of set it and forget it. I'll just give it like a single title, and I'll just keep coming back on that same title. For right now, I just have it on Waifu Wednesday, but I'll edit it to like Blaine's Escape Corner or like Anime Chat or something like that. And we'll go from there. Rumble, you're a little bitch when it comes to setting you up. You know all the times that like Nick Ricada would be like, I hate setting up Rumble. I get it. Individual RTMP for the video is insane. If they don't come up with a way to have multiple RTMPs, I don't know how they set it up. Now, maybe there's a way that I can just edit this existing one and just keep chunking live streams into the same technical link. We'll see if I can do that, because if I can't do that, that could be a pain. Could be a real pain. Magi Revo ended today, by the way. Oh, I need to catch up on that. I have finished for this season. I have finished. I finished Ice Guy, and then I don't remember what the other one was that I just clicked into complete. But I'm sure I've got a tweet about it. Thanks to all that works. Food is a category for Japanese men who are too afraid to come out of the closet. Fuda is the category for Japanese guys who want to draw lesbian scenes without having to like animate a strap-on. Revised math. They're half men, so 25% of the two is men, and then there is 25% women. We can separate to go with the man, so it's just 50%. Okay, wait. What about the other 100% woman? Even in your math, that doesn't make sense. Magic Revo, yeah, Rumble is weird. True. Also looks funny. Apparently, Merciful Goddess in Sayuki is fully equipped hermaphrodite, thanks to Minakura. Yeah, gotta love the canon changes to things. And somehow you're straight. Rumble will never be like Bumble. Michael, well, good luck talking. Oh, you guys. All right, everybody. Have a good one. I will catch you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Kampai.